A bass fisherman's victory is in their preparation. They toil day and night to prepare for one day. And in their preparation, they're ready. They're capable. They have trained. They're willing. And their tirelessness to be victorious is inevitable. Victory is within their grasp because they see it, they know it, and they know one cast can bring them in the fish of a lifetime.
Do I really need that? The weight of my no, they don't want none. They looking scared, no, they don't really want none. We some southern boys with the proper strength.
Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Fisherman Huddle. This is a place where we talk about, the latest news, what's hot and what's new, what's hip, and also hook you up with some different links of people who know what they're doing, who are experienced, who I watched for over several years, and help you perfect your fishing game and become a bass fisherman. First of all, I'd like to start off with, inform the people that like myself who have done this, who have caught a lot of fish, who have a track record, and first of all, Genius and Fluke Master, man, he's a great fisherman, he's a great teacher. He's a guy who I watched for like 6 months, who taught me everything I know about bass fishing and helped me shape and crystallize my own game in fishing, my style and my formation. So check Gene Jensen Fluke Master out, and also my boy John B. Check him out. He's a traveling fisherman, and if you're into the adventure, if you want to watch something cool and hip and fun, if you just watch a training video, if you want to just sit back, relax, grab a Coke or something, some chips, and chill out. He's entertaining, he's fun, he's great to watch, and he goes all over the world, man, from deep sea fishing to the Amazon to just country fishing in Alabama to his hometown up in Texas. Check out him. He's a part of the Guggen Squad. It's a great brand they have. They have a lot of fun. They do a lot of cool things. If you're into the cool stuff and you want to see adventure and hype, and check them out. Check my boy out, John B. If you're looking, like I said, looking for more informative videos, if you're a new beginner, if you're checking things out, or if you want to perfect your game, man, there might be something that you're weak on and that you want to get better on. And my boy Tyler's Real Fishing. He's a young kid who's hot, who's fresh. He knows his stuff. If you can learn from bank fishing to boating, where to throw your rod, check him out. He had some very, very cool stuff, and I suggest him highly because I watched him a lot within that almost 5-year period. I learned a lot from him. And also Scott Martin, man. If you're a serious bass fisherman, if you're into tournaments and things, check out Scott Martin, man. He knows his stuff. He knows where to throw these things, how to throw it. I mean, he's been doing it for a long, long time. And he's helped me in my game, you know, because my ultimate goal is to get into bass tournaments. You know, first of all, kayak, you start there and then onto the boat. Because I learned a lot from him, where to throw things at, how to throw it, and just to experience and see what it's like being a pro fisherman and being in a tournament environment, and having to be on the clock and having that pressure on. It's like sports. You know, you got an hour, to perform and do your best to come up with the W. You know, he can put you in that mindset. If you're looking to go into bass fishing seriously, I suggest check out my boy Scott Martin. He is hot. Check my boy. He's cool. He's fun. He's hip. But we're moving right along from informative videos. Check those videos out. They're going to help you a lot in crystallizing your game in bass fishing. But moving right along. So there's something buzzing, in the bass fishing world. It's been around for a couple of years, and it's catching on. It's fun. It's hip, and a lot of people are getting into it. And I'm talking about Mystery Tackle Box. It's sponsored by Carl's Bait and Tackle. What they do is they gather different baits, different lures for different seasons and times and seasons of the year, and they also, if you're into trout fishing, bass fishing, they make that box for you. You go on to Mystery Tackle Box and check their website out, Carl's Bait Tackle, mysterytacklebox.com. Check them out and hook yourself up with a Mystery Tackle Box. It comes every month. This would be a great time to sign up and get a box. And it's pretty cool, man. You get your box and your friends go out and have 1 versus 1 or 3 on 3, who catches the most fish a certain amount of time, using only the Mystery Tackle Box stuff they provide. And it's very, very cool and hip. I've done it myself. It's a lot of fun, stretching your game, using baits that you've never used. And plus you get a great discount for it, because a lot of these items in this box, man, I've shot for these things, a total price that you would get in a Mystery Tackle Box is about $30. But there are certain people you go to, like I said, John B. and Google Squad, they always have promo codes and discounts and things like that because they're sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. So they can give you the hookup. Instead of paying $30 for a box, you're gonna pay only $5. Through their promo code. And also Mystery Tackle Box, they do promo codes as well. So check out Mystery Tackle Box. They are hot, it's sizzling, and it's so much fun, man. All you do is pop open the box, and you get the party started. And you just go out and have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with it, and continue to have a lot of fun with it. And so we're gonna move right along from the intro. That's how I start all the shows, talking about Mystery Tackle Box, what's going on. But to continue from my last show on Fisherman, Huddle, I talked about bank fishing. And you can check that video out. And it's a very key thing as a beginner fisherman, learning the bank. What to do, how to approach a bank, what to look for, because the bank fishing connects on to the boat. That's the ultimate goal, to get in the boat, to get into a boat. And that's what fishermen do, man. We fish from a boat. And so you take a lot of that game that you learn, and apply it to the boat world. And so, like I said, there are videos on that. If you're looking for that, Genius and Fluke Master has a great bank video. You can check him out. Just type in I had a brain freeze. Jesus and Fluke Master Bank Fishing. He has 2 videos on that. You can check that himself and another guy who is into bank fishing tournaments. And so, like I said, you know, bank fishing is key. Getting those things down and learning that, the how-tos and what-tos, how to approach your bank, what you do, where do you go, what I throw on line. So I covered that. And also, Gene Jensen has a video on that. Moving right along to the basics, because this is a series I'm going to be doing for new beginners, those people who just don't know what a rod is, picking up for the first time, just like I did, you know, and figuring this thing out. This is a video to help you guys. Like I said, there are links and videos to guys who I talked to you about. They also have linked videos on that as well, from how to set the hook, what line, what bait, what lure, what's best. You know, check those guys out as well. But let's start from scratch. Let's start with the rod. You know, you want to find a rod that you like. You know, most people go for the color. You know, I go for certain color, a certain style. You know, they have certain rods. I would suggest a fast reeling rod. You know, when you throw it out, you cast it out. Fast casting in rod. Get your bait back in real quick. And that's a very, very cool rod and awesome rod. But this is a medium action rod. It's like a medium action rod, like a basic rod that you would get. Like I said, get something that you like. And this is an open cast rod, very simple to use. You know, you watch videos on that, how to use an open cast rod. So first things first, like I said, medium rod. It's a basic rod. Get you something that you like. You know, as far as line, this is your line right here. Very, very important. You know, like I said on all the videos, you want to get something. If you can't afford the most expensive one, go drop down, because you don't want to go with a big fish and lose because you got bad line. I would suggest spider wire, not the braided wire, but you can get the spider wire at Bass Pro Shops. Very, very tough, sturdy line. And I suggest 10-pound test line. That's very, very good. And most importantly, learn about the drag. This is your drag right here. This is the notches that the fish is allowed to pull. You know, if you set it really loose, you turn around, just take time to go outside and practice with it. But if you turn it too loose, the fish just run. But this is to stop the fish's momentum. Right here, this is how you pull the big monsters in. You know, 10-pound bass, 15-pound, this is how you pull them in. Let them fight themselves out, you got you a fish. So, this is your rod. This is your tool, man. The thing is to learn your rod, you know, learn, you know, the sensitivity. It comes with training and practice. You know, just pay attention to, because the rod connects to your line. And if you do certain things, or if you're reeling around, if you have certain baits, they do certain actions. So it's good to key in and to learn, you know, what this is like your antenna, because these are your eyes. Your rod is your eyes, and your line is your eyes, because you can't see underwater. So it's like, there are certain animals in the animal kingdom who use sensitivity to pick up things. You know, like spiders and stuff. They use sensitivity, they can feel things. This is your antenna to pick up and determine, you know, what's going on up under the water. After a couple of casts, you know what's going on. That's how you do that. So learn your rod, man. That is key. Learning your fishing rod and going out and catching fish and learning from fails, ups and downs, getting those things down. Moving right along, for a basic fisherman, where I started at with using the trick worms. It's a very effective bait. You can pick it at the Bass Pro Shops, Walmart. You know, very, very cool bait to use. It's something basic, something simple. You know, something that you can learn, you know, over time using the, something you can learn over time, you know, going out practicing and seeing how to use that. But they had, like I said, they have videos on that. There's Genius and Fluke Master. They can go in detail with that. And the first thing I learned is a Texas rig. You know, in the bass fishing world, when everything else fails, you see a lot of bass fishermen go to drop shot or go to the drop shot using a worm. You know, it's a different technique. But we're talking about Texas rig, very simple bass fishing. What you do is you get a 1/0 Texas. This is a Texas rig hook. This is your Texas rig hook. Basically, you tie it on. You put your bullet weight on. Get your bullet weight on. Depends on how the water is, or if it's current. You know, it's like a basic bullet weight. Put your bullet weight on. You tie your knot up to your Texas rig, and put your hook at the top. Take it in a little bit. Pull it out. And you put it through the back. That's how it will look. And you slide it in up under, barely skin it. And then you have your Texas rig. Now, we're using the Texas rig. It's very, very simple, but you want to be realistic. Basically, you throw it out, let it go to the bottom, and just kind of twitch it a little bit while it sits at the bottom. I say about 4 times, and you would, as you're moving your rod, just kind of twitch it up a little bit. You start down, get your slack, and you move it up, let it sit for a couple seconds, bounce it, sit for a couple seconds, bounce it. So you get it high enough, you reel it back in, take the slack out, you keep doing that, and until you get that. Get your strike. Like I said, you know, Gene just at Fluke Master had detailed videos on that. I like suggesting him because he's very thorough. So very, very basic. Go out and, you know, put it to practice and flip it around, cast it out, and just learn how to do it. So that's the thing. The first thing I learned how to do is a trick worm. And the weird thing is, the funny thing is, all of my big bass I've ever caught, and even other species of fish, I've caught it on a Zoom trick worm. Very, very cool. So that is basic 101 about the rod, about a bait that you can start from groundwork and work your way up and use it for things like a jerk bait. You know, that'll be next. You know, but always have a little trick worm where nothing else is hitting, nothing else is biting. Throw your trick. So you got your rod, you got your worm, Texas rig. Go out and perfect that skill because it is a big one when it comes to bass fishing. If everything else doesn't work, it's always a Texas rig or a drop shot. That's what the pros do. So moving right along, I'm going to talk a little bit about KVD Strike King. You know, I'm a realist when it comes to bass fishing. I like baits that look real and realistic, and also a certain style. You know, KVD Strike King, Perfect Plastic. They have a style that I like. I found, you know, through time and years, you know, I found out, you know, the type of style I like, and it's a realistic style. You know, this kind of KVD Perfect Plastic I use is the clear plastic, see-through. It looks like a little baby bass. And you can pick those up at Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Bass Pro Shops. I suggest Bass Pro Shop because they have people that walk around with you and show you what to do and how to do things. And it's very cool and realistic bait. Very, very cool. The reason why I like it because it's a flappy tail, and it's very, very good at covering distance. You can go to a pond and just throw this. If they're not hitting this, you can go to something else very, very quickly. And usually what I put when I'm throwing a KDD perfect plastic, I use a wide gap hook. And with the weight, you can buy these at Walmart or Bass Pro Shops or big sporting goods. I just basically slide. Let's see what I'm gonna do. All right. Okay. Basically put it up in and put it through the body. And you got your swim bait. But the thing about when you buy these new at the pack, you have to bend these down because when you buy them, the hook is bent up. So you have to take a plier and bend those down and get it set up right. And so I've caught a lot of fish on KVD Perfect Plastic, a whole lot of fish on this type of style big fish. I've had so much luck. I mean, everywhere I've ever went, whether I'm throwing it behind a Colorado blade, there's also a KVD Colorado blade. Even if I'm throwing behind a Colorado blade, I recently broke my my PB as far as spotted bass. I caught like a 3-pound spotted bass, man. 3 pound is a change on a Colorado blade KVD and a perfect KVD perfect plastic lure. So, I mean, if you're looking for a bait like a swim bait, you know, check them out, man. It's very cool bait. I like the paddle tail, so check those guys out and get it popping with KVD. So that wraps it up for today. Enjoyed spending time with you guys and talking bass fishing because that's what I do. I do that for a living. It's my life. It's my job. It's what I do. It's my heart. So you can check me next time I drop a video like this. I'm gonna be doing a series of for new beginners. So we covered the trick worm and the rod. We're gonna move right along to other things. Covered bank fishing. So like I said, come check me out. And if this video has been helpful for you, hit that subscription button, that bell, and get more videos from the Nature Boy. And like I always say, remember to keep it popping.